Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine and today we'll be doing a message for the sign of Libra. As always, Libra, all of the readings are timeless, so when the message finds you and resonates, then it is yours at the time in which you find it. Libra, I always get like excited. Libra, I have done your spread today with my triple deck, all combined into one. So you'll be seeing three of those. They are the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Dreamscape Oracle, and the Luna Tarot, all blended into one. So I keep hearing a phrase like over and over and over again. And the phrase goes like, don't be the problem, be the solution. So hopefully that now leaves my mind because it's been kind of like slightly irritating. So perhaps you are in a situation in which you're slightly irritated, and that irritation is, well, it's frustrating. So it's like instead of, I guess it's almost like the guidance is coming out here up front. It's like instead of, adding to the frustration or the irritation of the situation, like try to move in a way that would bring about an end to that frustration. Try to be the solution. So instead of adding to the situation at hand, be the solution. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have, I don't know if this has come out yet, we have memory. Memory. Memory, this card comes up for me as like, it's kind of like something that is on the tip of your tongue. It's a memory that like it's coming in, but it's like you're really having to actively pull on that thread, the thread of that memory. It's okay, so it's kind of reminding me of like Harry Potter and that pensive, where all of those memories were like stored in this pensive, and it's like you're going, so the underlining energy of your reading is kind of like going into a memory bank and being able to pull a thread out. Perhaps that's the solution. Perhaps that's the underlining energy of your reading, but perhaps that's actually the solution is being able to pull a thread out from your like stored memories. Okay. And then, oh, okay, here on the split, we have the silence. The silence refers to an energy that is like watching over you. It's usually like an ancestor or something along those lines, but they're kind of like bystanders. They're not, they're invested in the situation at hand, but they're not taking any action or they're not delivering any type of message, because it's kind of like, it's like you have to be able to solve whatever this is on your own. And so it's kind of like this. It's interesting. If you've been asking for guidance, asking for the solution to a problem that you're dealing with right now, it almost seems like you're not receiving an answer. All you're receiving is silence. And that actually might be adding to the irritation and the frustration for you, Libra, because you're wanting to be a part of the solution. You're wanting to bring about, I guess, peace to whatever situation you're involved in. But it's like there's nothing, it's like there's nothing coming in for you about how to handle this situation. There's only silence. And so it's requiring you to kind of like pull something out of like the depths, out of your depths. Something it's okay, so it's coming through as like something that you have. It's almost like you've been in this situation before previously, and so you've dealt with this problem before. So it's like you already have the solution. It's just you have to remember what that solution is. Okay. Let's get an overall energy for Libra today. There's two cards. One came out. Oh, actually, there's one on the table too. What in the world? Okay, what is going on? All right, so we got the Wheel of Fortune. The two cards that came out, one came out face up. We got the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and then this one's on the table, the Two of Wands. Okay, so that's just talking about this. It's almost like your spirit team or your guides are kind of standing off to the side and allowing you to go through this process. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. All right, so for the overall energy for you, we have the Ten of Cups. And this is really gorgeous. This is coming through as the place that you want to be in. The place that you want to be in with the like situation at hand. You want to be in the Ten of Cups. You want to restore the emotional fulfillment between you two. You want to come back into kind of like that beauty, the bliss, the happiness, the peace. You want to restore this. All right. So it's interesting. Your guides are coming out. It's a little like not bewildering. It's kind of like a conundrum because it's like there is so much presence, even with that Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the Two of Wands. That's talking about like an energy that is looking over you, and like it's almost like they know that the healing is coming in for you, but their interaction with the situation is it's not going to help the situation. It's almost like you have to find the solution for yourself, and then once that's found, you can then like that Wheel of Fortune is turned and you move into the Star. So you move into that healing process with I guess it could be presenting as like another person, but it could also be showing in as yourself as well, like almost like you fighting with yourself. Okay, so but your guides are very present. There's a lot of presence, but not necessarily any guidance. So it's like they're showing up here now to tell you that they're supporting you, but this is like a thing that you have to remember, or it's almost like you have to remember what you learned. All right, so your guides are showing up as this tiger energy. The tiger is it's an energy that sits in the background. It's one that is camouflage. You can't necessarily see it. So it's like they're sitting in the background, kind of watching over you. They're watching over you. Nothing, but it's a very relaxed, you know what I mean, like chill vibe about them. They're just watching over you while you are in the artist. You are presented here as the artist. So you can see how like it's like they're almost like your guardians or something. Your guardians are watching over you while you are like moving through this process. And what you're focused on, Libra, is you're focused on this tree of life. Seeing your focus as being this tree of life. And that talks about the interconnectedness, like between kind of like just things in general. It's giving me a like the interconnectedness between kind of like cause and effect. So you are it's like you're stepping away from a situation in order to look back at the interconnectedness and kind of like how things happened, how things played out the way that they played out. Um, understanding, also understanding kind of like the source of whatever situation happened. Because there's this around this tree here, there's like I don't know if you can see it. There's like this pattern, this like overlay. It's very subtle, but it's talking about like a ripple effect. It's like you're studying the ripple. You're studying the ripple of this interconnectedness. It's bringing me back to like a cause and effect. You actually might be uh, what I'm it's like a memory too, so it's something that you've already learned. It's kind of reminding me of um like laws of the universe. It's like okay, it's like you have something is happening in your life, like an actual like thing is happening, but if you remember like the base, it's like go back to the basics. If you remember the basics, the laws of the universe, then it's like you can kind of determine what the source of that is, and then also also find a solution for it. It's reminding me actually of the Kybalion. You've ever heard of that? The Kybalion is I don't even know what to call it. It's like a manuscript. Oh my god. He's writing. Um I guess it's like a manuscript by the three initiates, and they talk about the law, like the basic building blocks, the laws of our realm. And one of those is cause and effect. And it's like your guides here, although they are allowing you to go through this situation um, almost alone, but not alone because you still have their support. It's like it's almost like they're giving you a clue. They're giving you a clue. And this clue is remember back when you learned about the basic like laws of the universe and how things operate. And there somewhere in there you are going to find a thread that links you to the solution. Okay. So we then have the Two of Cups that's coming here. The Two of Cups. So whatever the situation that has happened, it involves I was going to say it involves the two of you. taking me back to this Ten of Cups, that your overall energy is the Ten of Cups. So this is, before I was kind of talking about this being like self. Okay, I figured it out. You're looking at kind of like the external expression of your internal realm. So it's okay. Now we're kind of going back to like an above, below, within, without type of, and that's yet another universal law. So it's like you're experiencing something on the outside, some type of problem or whatever that is. It's interesting because it's like it's presenting itself as a problem, but it's like you have the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups, so it's kind of like there. This is interesting. It's almost like there is no problem, and that might be what's tripping you up, because it's like if you are it's like you're projecting an issue onto something, and so that's why it's referring back to um kind of like self, because in this Two of Cups, we have this well, it's a line here, but it's actually it's wanting to talk again about your guides, right? So your guides are, it's like they're wanting you to focus on like yourself, because the tiger is a solo energy. The tiger is a solo energy. It's one that like they hunt solo. They're more focused on self than they are like a lion. A lion is, they have a pride, so they focus on many, like a myriad of people, right? Or people, or whatever, you know what I mean. But so you're focused on the tree, and the tree also represents like the interconnectedness between people and everything. And it's like they're wanting you to kind of like shift your gaze from the external realm, from the expression of the external realm, and kind of look within yourself. And within yourself, you're going to see how your internal realm can, like, it's talking about like projection. You're going to see how your internal realm projects onto like situations. So we're moving into, you're moving into the Six of Swords. And it's kind of like, it's an interesting Six of Swords, because you're you're moving from like that chaotic energy of, it's not even necessarily chaotic energy. It's just talking about like your internal realm kind of being a little, sloshy. If you sloshy, what in the world? Um, so it's like part of you is focused on this Two of Cups, but then also part of you is focused on this interconnectedness. It's like your focus is a little bit too much on the external. And what's wanting to come in here is like, when it's almost like when you do that, you're splitting away from yourself. And by splitting away from yourself, it's like you can't recognize how your internal realm is being reflected on the outside. So, and that's what kind of, and that's what activates you into being, this is interesting. Okay. This is a little tricky. It's like there's a lot of tough love messages coming out lately. It's, it's like it's activating you into being, it's like you're presenting as the problem when what you really want to be doing right now is providing a solution. And it seems like the solution for you is to come back, like come back to self. Because it's like I'm seeing this tiger here, like being represented as, that energy up there. I know they're two different animals, but it's like it's one and the same. It's presenting as the same. So it's like you're coming, it's like you're coming back into like harmonizing with yourself. And it seems like somewhere in there, when you focus on self, you're going to find the solution. You're going to find the solution to whatever situation you're dealing with right now. And it seems like once that happens, like okay, because it's kind of playing double duty. It's like that's what's gonna bring you, that's what's going, once you find that solution within yourself, it is, that experience is also going to be reflected outside of you too. So it's like, not only are you like pulling all of like the pieces of yourself back into you, but it's like you're going to know that it's worked, because your external realm is is going to be presented as the 10 of Cups. So you're going to see that everything is like, everything's all right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right, Libra, I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards. If this message resonated with you, feel free to join me in the part 2. You'll see the link for that in the description box, okay? All right, have a good day.